on here? I think we're on here. Yes, good afternoon, Prynhawn there. Guten Tag, bom dias. Hello, yes, good. How is everybody today on this very fine day? Today is, where are we? Wednesday, the 20th of February. Oh, time flies by when you're a driver of a train, according to a song. Anyway, cheers everybody. How are you on this very fine day? If you're tuning in here live, please do say hello and leave some comments there and give it a thumbs up. Yes, I'm going to give you an update about the Polar M200 and also some running gear. I've been having some great feedback from you guys and I'll be going through some of that feedback and also a bit about Chicago. Yeah, Chicago. Yes. No, I'm not giving away any places. Hey, Rosa Runs. Hello from United States. Hello there. How is it going, Rosa, in US of A? Is it still cold out there? It's warmed up here in the UK, so that's why I'm having a nice warm cup of tea to stay warm. Ooh. So yes, before I crack on, there's some of the feedback I was getting from you guys, and I gotta say I love, and I read every one of the comments that you give on the videos here, because you're all pretty much similar to me, pretty straight talking. Say it how it is, no fluff or flannel, and I just love the straight talking here. And maybe that's the kind of people who appeal to this channel. You know, we're not here any fake it till you make it type stuff. Yes, you're in the middle of winter, typical snow and ice. Good to see you have proper winters there, Rosa. So yeah, there's no fake it till you make it here on this channel. It's proper, real stuff, as you see on some other really good channels out there. So yes, I do love the open, honest feedback, and I'm going to read some of this, and we get different types, demographics from people all over the world. But I would say, whilst we're all different, we're all the same. Yeah, I don't know. Leave some comments below what you think about that. But so I've been talking about the M200 and some gear, and one of my subscribers here, Petra Lloyd, who's a German lady living in the US of A. And she's talking about, I made this thing about Polar M200 and new gear. And she made a comment about trainers. And obviously this Polar M200, nothing to do with trainers, but to do with gear in general. Hey, Running Geek Girl, hello and good morning to you. How is it over there? I'm guessing, Running Geek Girl, you're another US listener. So everybody's waking up in the US. Is this like an early morning call for you guys? Because it's coming up to 1 p.m. here in United Kingdom. So going back to Petra Lloyd's comment, she's over in the US, German lady living in the US, and she says that her trainers from Walmart, for those of you who don't know Walmart, it's similar to Tesco's here in the UK, but Walmart shoes, $20, are better than the $120 she spent with 8 a.m. 8 a.m, Rosa? Yes. So we got 5-hour difference. Cracking, eh? I hope this is helping you with your morning. I've got my peppermint tea today. I don't know how you guys start your day, whether it be with coffee or any of that kind of stuff. But Petra was saying with her $20 Walmart shoes. Now, she does trail running, so she did make a comment here that running on roads may be different. But my answer to her is do what works for you. So if $20 shoes from Walmart works for you, I'd love to hear from you. Or, I mean, I don't know if you know, I presume there's Skechers. I don't know if a Skechers brand is an American brand or not, but I know Meb, I don't know the athlete's full name, a guy who's won Boston Marathon. Now, I know he's sponsored by Skechers, so maybe a little bit biased, but they do some running shoes, and I've seen some in the UK. They're about £20-30 for a pair of shoes. And he's ran marathons in Skechers. So if it's good enough for him, and he's won Boston Marathon, I think it's good enough for anybody, really. But work what you don't. Do you really need to spend 200 here in the UK? I don't know how much the Nike Vaporfly 4% are over in the US, but here in the UK they are over £200. 200 sterling pounds. Good grief! And but again, I've spoken to athletes. I've seen at various ones when I was at the Richard Beer 10K. There was a few guys at the front, and one guy had the Nike Vaporfly 4%, and elite athlete, very fast. He did beat me, you know, he just came ahead of me. Lad in his 40s, and he said it's transformed his running. So that's really great. So yes, Running Geek, I'll never really consider Skechers. as running shoes. Most people here wear them as a fashion shoe. That's right. So there's different types of Skechers shoes, just in the same way as different Nike shoes. There are Nike fashion shoes, there's Adidas fashion shoes. There are obviously Adidas and Nike running shoes. So maybe have a check and work on that. But yeah, it's interesting to see that. But I wanted to say about my Chicago. So thank you, Petra, for that feedback. I'll come back to the other feedback, which is why I'm holding this here. Oops. Oh no, I've lost my tab. Where is it? When I was going to go to the page. Oh God. Don't you love live TV or live YouTube? Anyway, this is the magazine I get, and it's the results book from Chicago Marathon. It's pretty thick, yeah, because a lot of people ran Chicago Marathon. I think it was 45,000, and they split it into male and female. And yes, my name is in there, lovely, jubbly. Yeah, so it's all in there. But what I wanted to show you this is the lady that we interviewed. If you've not seen this yet, Denise Soriol, as in the Oreo cookies, but with an S at the beginning. Denise Soriol, who's on her 105th marathon. I think her next marathon is Tokyo, and I'll be meeting up with her in Boston Marathon, and we'll be doing a live vlog there for those of you who are running that weekend. I know Dan runs, you're running Brighton Marathon, so we're doing a special live vlog from Boston to Brighton. Especially for you, Dan, and everybody who's running Brighton or any marathons on that weekend, whether it be Boston. And it'll be for all the first-timers, and we'll be speaking with some first-timers at Boston as well. So that's something to look forward to, yeah? Thumbs up for that one. Anyway, in here, it's got Denise's profile. Look at that, there's Denise. Now, I didn't know this because I hadn't opened the magazine before. I opened this up yesterday, and here is Denise. Wonderful full-page spread with her 100th, because Chicago, she's a Chicago lady. And the Chicago Marathon was her 100th marathon, and it's the story about her running, which obviously we were privileged to have her on this show, the Running Guru Show. I think we could have talked for probably days and days, but we cut it down to just an hour and a bit, an hour and a half, I think, hour and a quarter, hour and a half. And she gave some extremely insightful information. I mean, this is a lady who's gone through a serious car accident, which I wasn't aware of until the live chat. So she had serious injuries from head, spine, and so on and so forth, and still comes back, and she's so far run over 105, and she's going to keep running forever and ever. She's now a full-time coach, amazing lady, and she does like her donuts. I like my donuts as well, and pizzas is really good for me too, but wonderful lady, and a great story. So if you haven't seen that, go back a couple of days. It was the Sunday, so today's Wednesday, it was on the Sunday evening UK time, so Sunday lunchtime US time, and we had a really good chat, and there was lots of you guys, yes, you who are watching, who've been leaving some comments, like Running Geek Hill, Rosa Runs, and all those who are watching right now, left some amazing questions, and we were doing an interactive session, so live, and that was brilliant, and I loved it. So the reason why I was holding this here is, you can see, so I've mentioned I do live a pretty minimalist lifestyle, as you can see from the wall, and Petra, again, maybe it's Europeans, I don't know. Obviously myself being from an Italian background. Hey Carl, good afternoon to you. Good to see an Anglo-Saxon join in. So I was just about to talk about ethnic groups. For me, my parents are from Italy, so being a European background, whilst I've brought up in the UK, certain cultures just say things how it is, don't they? Yes. And Petra, in a very efficient way, said, maybe put something here. Now, the idea of having this, I've seen various YouTube channels where there's the guy sort of talking on one side and then text appears. Now, I haven't worked out how to do that, so maybe I should have some text appearing, but when it's live, I can't get the software to do that. So obviously, if I've done a recorded one, then I could put the edits in and do all that. So if someone wants to leave a comment to a link of how I can do that on recorded videos, I would. But Petra came up with a brilliant idea of putting something here on the wall. So there you go. How does that look? Is that all right, Petra? Is there enough on the wall there? No, I'm joking aside. I should say maybe put some bibs. What do you think, guys? Should I put some bibs up here? I've got to find out where my bibs are. I mean, I've got my desk here is an artist's dream, you know. So I could put that bib here. But that's from the Llandudno Nick Beer 10K, number 669, and obviously put a few more bibs. What do you think, guys? Should I put some bibs up? Yeah, give it a thumbs up if you think I should put some bibs up on here. I'll dig them out. Obviously, the marathon majors have got to go up. You know, the big four. So in terms of the feedback so far, and I'm going to give some feedback about the M200. For those of you who left the comments yesterday regarding, yes, new gear. So far, right, I went out on a 10 miler today. So I did say long run, but it's a short long run, 10 miles. And in terms of monitoring, this is wrist heart rate monitoring that I have on here. And it's a great little device. I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, it's completely different to the Phoenix 5 Sapphire in terms of quality and all that type of stuff. But the key things that I'm looking for, and I noticed that Paul's over in South Africa, who has the Polar M200. So statistically, there's going to be guys who are watching this. I don't know if have you got a Polar as well? Leave a comment below, or leave some comments on the live if you have a Polar, or do you have a Garmin, or do you just go like, and I'll mention the chap here, Thomas Fritz, another German, who says that or some people just use their watch, standard watch, and they go out based on what they monitored in terms of their distance, and that's how they record it. In fact, I've had a London Marathon winner on here, and the way he used to record his time, bearing in mind this is back in the 80s, so he didn't have any tech, is before he would leave the house through the kitchen, and there was a clock on the kitchen wall. He'd look at the time, and then when he got back from his run, he'd look at the clock on the kitchen wall, and that's how he recorded his time. Yeah, so real high tech there. So the M200, when I was out today, and I've done a comparison, and I'll do a proper recorded, and you can see the images, how the heart rate monitors from the wrist compares to the chest heart rate that I have with my Phoenix 5 Sapphire. And I've got to say, the heart rate was pretty much bang on, beat for beat, was pretty much the same. Some areas, give or take 1 or 2, when it's going on the higher peaks. But again, which one is more correct anyway? It's all there. But the key thing so far is this thing is showing like for like. And I did say it's like comparing apples and bananas in terms of cost. Yeah, the cost of this little one was a fraction of the cost to what you can get the Phoenix 5 Sapphire. And I think this one, you can get maybe 10 of those Phoenixes near enough for the cost of one of these. So, sorry, 10 of these for the cost of one Phoenix. Let's get it the right way around, yeah? So, yes, in terms of, so Alan's saying he'd love to see what the costs are. I think he's got himself a watch which cost him 6 notes from eBay. So that's just he said it's called a watch. Yes, that's right. So he uses a watch. But Thomas Fritz was saying here that for 40 years, he took a paper map and ruler and pencil to measure his runs. And he goes on that, a Garmin Forerunner 15 for less than €100 for him should suffice. But, in terms of does the tech hold us back? We've got 5 senses, and sometimes does that tech, high-tech age hold us up? Really, I don't know. Is it a bit over the top in terms of what we have? If you do have any smartwatch monitoring devices, how much do you use the information that's on there? So for me, all I need is distance and heart rate if I'm looking back on it. And as Thomas quite rightly said on his efforts, it's just how he feels at the end of a race. In fact, one of the things on where's my watch? I've left my watch somewhere else. Oh no, not very well planned, is it? So on the when you've recorded the fitness thing, is it has an emoticon of different smileys or frowns? How do you feel at the end of the race? So Thomas is quite rightly here saying that's all he records in terms of how he felt during that run. So I'll be giving some more updates and recordings of that. Hopefully I'll get round to editing my whole trip that I've done around North Wales, and you'll get to see the recordings of that, not just the quick little 2-minute live vlogs that have been happening in the past. So that's it for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed this lunchtime or early morning for all you guys over in the US. Is this a good time to have a little chat with you guys, a little chatette live? And I continue to do this. So it's where are we up to? Number 80. Today is the Daily Donato number. The joys of the internet. How quick is the internet when you want to click it? Yeah. number 84. 84 days. Quite incredible. So thank you all, guys, for tuning in today. And if you watch this on replay, please do leave some comments below. Give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please do subscribe and click on that alarm bell so you get notified when we do go live. So thank you all so much for you guys tuning in live. And for those of you watching on replay, thank you too. Thumbs up. I'm going to carry on drinking my tea and then crack on with my work. So happy Wednesdays and keep on running. Now, I'm saying, where's my phone? I've just realised. Where is my phone? So I'm so used to recording to a camera. Where's my phone? I'm talking to the phone, aren't I? Yeah, I'm using my phone right now to broadcast to you guys. How funny is that? So there's me looking for my phone, and it's right there. Yeah, you, there. Yeah, you're looking through it. Oh, you gotta have a laugh, haven't you? Anyway, I think, have you heard the phrase, often we get a bit forgetful. If my head wasn't screwed on, I'd probably forget my head as well. Boom! Anyway, gotta go, guys. See ya. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate the time and comments there. And let's keep it going, yes? Cheers, Cole. Yeah. Oh, no, where are my glasses? Oh, I've got them on, yes. You've done that one as well, have you, Cole? I've forgotten how many times I've done that. You know when you put the glasses up on your head? Where are my glasses? Yes. They were up here all the time. Anyway, I'll be laughing here for hours. So, gotta go, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much.